Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day. This is going to be the first of my Spacing Guild weekly reports. In my weekly reports, I'm going to, at least for the time being, go through all of the current members of the Spacing Guild and tell what they've done throughout the week. Obviously, if the Spacing Guild ever picks up and gets really big, I won't be able to list what everybody has done, but for now we've got pretty much 4 active members, so I can give reports on them fairly easily. Now I want to show you something real quick. Somebody, his name is GrimX, I think, invaded my planet, the Spacing Guild, or Chome Company planet in the Spacing Guild star system, which would be fine. I would be happy having a neighbor. The only problem with that is I think Hello Games limited the number of bases that can spawn when you enter a star system. So now whenever someone tries to visit my base, this guy's base spawns instead. I don't mind having a neighbor. I can still see my base and his base, but anyone else that visits so far have only been able to see his base. I guess it only spawns the most recently built base, or maybe if I change my base, it'll update my base and then people can see my base instead of his. I don't know. But, so this is, I think his name is GrimX's base. But the thing is, his base looks like more of an office than mine does. So in a way, I guess we could say that this is an office building for the Spacing Guild that he built. See, he's got like a desk here with a potted plant on it and a chair and an Atlas decal. So it's actually more of a nice front for the Spacing Guild than mine is. So you know what? I think I'm going to offer a peace offering to this guy. One of my guild members, Ultimate Assassin, I think. Yeah, Ultimate Assassin put a message here that said, please relocate. No one can see Mac's base. Or Merrick's base. Merimac is my name in PlayStation. Merimacdwarf-orc. So I'm going to build another comm terminal here, and let's see, no, not that color. Yeah, this is the color I use for this planet. Okay, so I'm going to say what should I say? I think I'll say leave a comm term anywhere to join SG, Spacing Guild. Leave a comm terminal anywhere to join Spacing Guild. So I'm going to kind of embrace this guy's base. If people come to the Spacing Guild to join the Spacing Guild, they'll probably end up coming to this base thinking that it's mine or thinking that it's a member of the Spacing Guilds. So I'm leaving this comm terminal that says leave a comm terminal anywhere to join Spacing Guild. So for now we'll just pretend that this is the new front office for the Spacing Guild. GrimX's base, even though he's not a member of the Spacing Guild. I don't think I've tried messaging him on PlayStation Network yet. I probably should, and see if I can get a hold of him, see if he wants to either join the guild or relocate his base or whatever, but I'm not too worried about it. My Spacing Guild members are kind of freaking out about it, mainly because they want all of the nip-nip in my base. Well, at least one of my members was coming here regularly to farm nip-nip from my base. Now he can't because only this base spawns. But anyway, so while I travel towards my base, I'm going to start listing the accomplishments of my guild members. Rabbit Gripper, my first member, I gave him a mission to visit somebody else in the hub, and he visited them, and, well, their base didn't spawn at all for some reason. We're not sure why, but he did leave a comm terminal, and that guy was able to see the comm terminal, so he knows that Rabbit Gripper visited his planet, but didn't get to see his base. And then I sent Rabbit Gripper to a new mission really far from the hub. And unfortunately, the client that gave us his coordinates had a typo in the coordinates. He put a B instead of an 8 on one of the parts of the coordinates. So Rabbit Gripper ended up being 192. He thought he was there and he couldn't find it, and it was really 192 jumps away. So new policy that I have is I'm going to have people send me a screenshot of their signal booster coordinates so that we know for sure what they are and there won't be any typos that mess us up. And that client, when he found out that he'd messed up the coordinates and that we were still really far, he apologized, and then he said that he was going to move his base closer to the hub. So we just kind of canceled that mission for the time being, since he moved his base and everything. So Rabbit Gripper was disappointed about that, but he didn't give up in disgust or anything. In fact, I just sent him on another new mission. This time I got screenshot proof of the client's coordinates. So he is currently traveling towards a new client to visit his base, and that one is also outside of the Galactic Hub. Okay, next is Marok22, another one of my members. He has only visited one so far, but it was one that was on the opposite side of the galaxy from the Galactic Hub. Of course, he used black holes to get a shortcut to the opposite side of the galaxy. And down there is Rabbit Gripper's comm station I've showed before. So Marok22 visited Boomstick Joe's base, and Boomstick Joe ended up becoming a member of the Spacing Guild as well. I'll tell more about him next. But Marok22 went to Boomstick Joe's base, and Boomstick Joe's planet is it's near another one of the small hubs that have popped up around the galaxy. I forget what it's called. It has something to do with marijuana use or something. It's like Nip Nip Enthusiast Hub or something. I don't remember what it's called. I'd have to look it up again. But and that hub is a part of the Galactic Federation. There's this federation that started on Reddit that is trying to join all the big and small hubs of the galaxy into one, so that they can communicate and stuff like that. So anyway, Boomstick Joe's base is near that small hub, and but his planet has gigantic Diplos, maximum size Diplos. They're probably 8 meters tall or more, and he also built an awesome base with an awesome racetrack that has ramps that shoot you up in the air and goes across water and everything. So it's a pretty awesome base and planet that he has. So Marok22 visited that base for a mission, and then Boomstick Joe, who was already traveling towards the hub, reached the hub, came here, and let's see if I can find his comm station. This is Marok22's comm station, and this one should be Boomstick Joe's. Yeah, Boomstick Joe said, "Purple haze all around." And so Boomstick Joe came, and he joined as well. But he's keeping his base on the opposite side of the galaxy because it's awesome, and I wouldn't want to make him leave his base. So, yes, you have to come to the hub to join the Spacing Guild, but you don't have to live in the hub. So Boomstick Joe, let me think. I know he completed at least one other mission. I forget where it was to exactly, but he visited another person's base, I know, since he ranked up. Rabbit Gripper is now a journeyman. That's the 3rd rank, because he's essentially completed 2 missions. The second mission he completed was, went bad because the coordinates were bad, but he's a journeyman now. Mark 22 is a novice because he's completed 1 mission. And Boomstick Joe has also completed a mission, so he's a novice in the Spacing Guild as well. Like I said, I don't remember where I sent Boomstick Joe to, but he did complete a mission. Oh yeah, it was to, his name's Julian on YouTube. That's who Boomstick Joe visited. It was somewhere out, not in the Galactic Hub, it was somewhere out there. Oh, I remember. Boomstick Joe visited a guy that was right near his base. So Julian's base was also near the Nip Dip Enthusiasts, or whatever it was called. I'm planting more Nip Nip here. So Boomstick Joe visited that guy, and that guy was only 12 jumps away from Boomstick Joe. So it was really convenient for him to go visit him. And the guy he visited is like a new player to No Man's Sky. Like, he just was lucky enough to somehow end up really close to Boomstick Joe. And so now that guy is trying to visit Boomstick Joe's base. I said that he could do that as his initiation, but I found out he doesn't, that Julian, he's Julian on YouTube, he doesn't even have Warp Reactor Sigma yet, so he's a very new player to the game. So what I like about that is Boomstick Joe was able to visit a new player at his base that was nowhere near the Galactic Hub, and so now that player knows that other players are out there, that you can go visit other players' bases and communicate them through the comm stations. So I think that really, if we continue doing things like that, it really helps people who play No Man's Sky to realize that there is a community and there is communication through players, a sort of multiplayer that's really enjoyable. So, and that's what the Spacing Guild is all about. And now one more member that we've had, and Ultimate Assassin, he had left his comm station. Well, actually, he left 3 comm stations here, but it seems I'm only allowed to load 1 comm station from each player, and his one is the one at Grimex's base that says please relocate, so that we can see Mac's base. But he had left another one originally for his initiation in the Spacing Guild. But unfortunately, I haven't gotten a mission yet for Ultimate Assassin. I don't have enough clients yet. So this video is also to encourage anyone who's watching to please private message me on Reddit, MacForADay, or you can message me on PlayStation Network, Merimacdwarf-orc, and I'll put that in the description of the video as well. So yeah, we definitely need clients. We've got 4 solid members, well, 5 counting myself, 5 members who know how to navigate, and we could really use more clients that we can come visit. So please, you can also leave a message on this video, a comment on YouTube as well. We might have to work something out though for you to give me a screenshot to make sure we get the right coordinates. But Reddit and PSN are probably easier, so that you can, I guess you could also leave a link on YouTube to a screenshot on Imgur or something. But yeah, that's the weekly report for the Spacing Guild. I've got an invader on my planet, so if you come visit to join the Spacing Guild, you might get his planet instead. But as long as you leave a comm terminal anywhere on the planet, you can still join. And if you're not able to make it to the hub or not interested in joining the Spacing Guild, we definitely encourage you to request a visit from us, because we need missions, and we're more than happy to come do them, as long as we can get the right coordinates from you and everything. So, that is the weekly report of the Spacing Guild. Thank you for watching. Please get in contact with us if you're interested in joining or requesting our services. And I'll catch you in the next video.